Okay, so just collected some random badges. Oh, I did the Swift one a while ago. I wonder if I can do something that I completely don't have. I use PHP for not for the web service thing, so uh, so what are the differences? So whether you use uppercase or lowercase, I think it's uppercase. And what are the session start or start session? PHP session start. Yeah, so session start, and I mean session start, and this one. I think it's this one. And what PHP control structures use inside a loop to skip the rest. Let's go back to the start loop and next iterations continue. This is the same for a lot of other languages. So what does this script do? Email filter input, and if email verification fails, then we get email error. So make sure the email address is good and functioning address. No. Makes the email safe to input. No. Verify the email is well formatted. Yes. Assign an email to a variable and then remove the no. Plus. This is a key difference between get and post. This is a REST question, so let's just, this is wrong. Change the servers. Of course, get doesn't change the server state. It's more secure. This is wrong. So probably the first one. It's the longest didn't read. So get displayed the submitted data as part of the URL. During post, the information is not shown, and it's encoded in the requested body. This is too detailed. That's why I didn't choose this one. But the others are way off, right? So get is used with repeat is wrong. Get is intended for changing the server state that carries more data than post. It's probably the other way around. Get is more secure. No reason. So get display the submitted data as part of the URL because it's URL encoded. This is very weird way of putting it, but let's just go with that. It's the best way to explain what this script does. So if it doesn't have the username, then we show to login. Okay. So cookies are start to store the what? Validate the username password. No. The script on a page is require the user to be logged in. Yeah, this is probably right. Times out the session. Okay. So of course it's the first. This is run. This is obvious. What code would you use to print all the elements? So you can do the for each and echo. You can do the word temp and you print R. I think it's all of the answers. What does this code print? So we have a Smurf. So it's by default it's Papa Smurf. You can set name. So you use the female Smurf name to set it, and then you set it to Handy Smurf. So I think it's Handy Smurf, right? You call set name, and then you call the name. So it's valid, right? So it's not nothing. The PHP function array reduce takes a callback function that accepts the value carried over each iteration and the current item in the array, and reduce the array to a single value, which code sample will sum and output the value, sum and output. So we are going to reduce this, and I think probably this between these two. So probably not this one, because it's iteration. I haven't used this, but I think this is so basically you just you just calculate the sum. And what does this do? You double the sum. The item doesn't make any sense. Which code snippet demonstrate encapsulating? So we have milk. We get milk. You have milk, and private milk. I think this one. The intent is off, but you can get the milk and hide the information details. I think this one. Which PHP script finds the earliest and latest date in an array? So what are the differences? So mean what are the difference between these two? Can't compare it. Yeah. So and the earliest should be min. The latest should be max, and you also call so min and max. What the difference between these two? I don't understand this one, but what's the difference between these two? So yeah, you should use dot. The dot is the plus sign in PHP. Both triple equal and double equal can be used to compare. Yeah, compare. And if you want to hear that string 33 and number 33 equal, you would use the double. You want to check if a array contains a particular string to a particular. Interesting. So you contains a particular string that is at a particular index. I don't quite understand this. So of course we compare, so it's not a sign. And if you want to compare these two, you can use double. I think this has to be right. The third one, not super sure. If you want to check if an array contains a particular string value at a particular index. Oh, it's the kind of the deep comparison, right? Imagine a web application built for an MVC architecture that contains a quiz and a button to score it. When the user press the score button, what component should handle the request? It should be the MVC. So when user press it, and to handle the request, will the controller handle the request? The view is going to catch the event. What does the request mean? So it's going to call the server to calculate the quiz. So in this case, I think it should be controller who send it out, and that's basically the large controller problem of the MVC panel. pattern. So yeah, what is the output of this code? 5 mod. Can you? I think it will be run down because mod only applies for 0, and then you get the divided by 0 problem. What is the best description of what this script does? So if is that user info, so check if the URL is there. Login is true. You set and set username and header location, you get the URL, and then if it doesn't have the URL, then you have the error. So basically, it sends user to the error page if you enter the wrong URL. Then no, it doesn't check whether the URL itself is right or it's right or wrong. It keeps the user logged in across different browsers. No, it's a login script for user portal. It detects all users to the direct user the same page. It just set header. Let me just choose this one. I need more time of that one. You have online form with a file input field called image. Assuming the path is $path, which code should you use to make sure the file is uploaded when your form? So if errors, so use false or 0, I think probably should use this to check, and then you move uploaded file or you upload file. Move upload file, probably this one. Because it's supposed to be. What about the upload file? Yeah, probably this one. And what does this code print? If A1 equals true, so 1, 1, no 2, PHP equals is true 3, 1, 3, PHP I think 1, 3, not super sure. What is the output of this script? Believable. Force, myth, calculate. So if believable, I think it's should call print the myth. I think it should print the myth. And yeah, we got it. Yeah, in the 5%. I was going to say that I thought I would fail because how you how you like pass or fail the LinkedIn assessments, it is based on how you compare with the others. So which means if in this test, I think the questions are pretty easy, and when they are super easy, then you should like even you maybe like have a 90% of the success of the rate, but you may still fail because like most users will be able to like do all the questions correctly. So I'm very surprised I'm passed at the top 5. So which means the people who are taking the PHP quests They are not super good. So when I was looking at this, so this is basically common sense. And maybe people just try to, they don't really use PHP, but they will just try it. I did use PHP at some point. That's why I just passed as 5%. Usually I just pass as the top 30% or something, because I'm not super good at doing all the quiz. I usually I describe myself as a fast answer searcher. I can get the right answer and I have to spot whether answer is right or wrong really quick, but I can't really memorize all the things. So C++ failed, JSON failed. I think this is probably because people are just more familiar with JSON. So I will do it again, but I may fail. Which white-space character should be escaped? Is in string. So new line, double quote slash new line, and courage. I think, yeah, all this. The question is white space character. What is a white space character? Is a double quote a white space character? I probably would choose the return because I don't think. I think it should be this one, because there is you don't double quote and not white space character, right? It's not. You need to assemble a list of team members, but the JSON is not parsing correctly. Why? Because this is a single quote, so we choose OS double quote. I think it's obvious. Maybe I should add a JSON parser. So nah, not really. I don't have time to input everything. So the JSON structure features nested objects and arrays. Sometimes the data contains this feature exists in relational databases. How is the relational a little bit different than JSON? It's array only. Relational structure. So it's asking about the relational structure. So it is a relational structure, so it's a table structure. It's a flag architecture. It's a rewritable. This answer I'm not sure, so I'll put 1 here. What's wrong with this JSON JavaScript? So when you pass it, and this it's not string, yes. JSON should be wrapped with curly. Can you pass this thing? JSON should be wrapped. Well, this is not right in this context, yes, but not always. So I think it's the first one. What do you encode? How do you encode the date? Wrap the date. Encode it as string. Yeah, this should be the right answer. What character denotes strings? What does denote mean? Denote means indicate. So which means it's a double quote. What does the JavaScript print? So print nullness. If so if this is null, so this is not null, this is null, so not null, now. So between these two, and is this now? I think it is. But we can do a search. So JSON is an empty array now. So location is now is an empty array. So now, so it's not a now object. So now. What tool might you use to validate your JSON? JSON int? I don't know. So yeah, I have something. But, yeah, there's something I'm not quite sure. What is three? I'm not quite sure. So it is just code show here valid. I think it is. Yes, emoji valid categories JSON strings are Unicode. So must escape. I don't think they must be escaped. Well, that actually is the JSON parser. So we have 15 minutes. So so if we have like a smile emoji, put it here, and is this? Yeah, it is valid, right? Yeah, it's valid. What does true Boolean value represent? I think it's true. However, in iOS, the JSON parser doesn't work like this. So you will use one practically. But yeah, JSON true. I think it's a Boolean. To format true. Well, actually, I'm not sure. Maybe I was wrong. Maybe it's one. So Boolean. It's true. Yeah, it's true. Yeah, I remember right. So it doesn't work with some parsers like on iOS. I don't think our Swift or Objective-C matters, but yeah, it's just not very well supported, but it's not part of standard. So what should be the date value of the store string is? I think this one and this one. So JSON date ISO. Yeah, I think this 810 601 to prove an achieve solution for data warehousing to provide to store data and to provide a way to run other language to provide a simple way to store that. Yeah, this one. If a string contains line breaks, what should you do? Yeah, I should do this. Line breaks. Yeah, I mean, wrap. I try to understand what it says. Wrap line breaks in a single quote marks. How do you do that? Mark no change. This is wrong. So method to load the JSON data. To load the JSON data. Okay. Java script load JSON data. So which function? Fetch? Of course not fetch. This is to read. jQuery JSON function. This is a JavaScript function. I am not a JavaScript expert, and I'm not super sure about this. I will use this. No, just try to guess one. Read. I will try to do a blind guess. So 4, not sure. When passing JSON, catching is a method used to store. No. No. Yes. Can we pass? No, we don't have. Yeah, because JSON is like it's a lot of people are taking the JSON tests, and they are fairly good at it. So there are 4 of them. I'm not super sure. I mean, I could get better results if I have the select the last one. So I can just do a quick use the D8 engine to quickly run a JavaScript file to try to evaluate. So probably I should have done that. I can't pass this one. Front-end development, CSS style, HTML, non-export of that. Cybersecurity I passed. I don't think I think I can pass Android, MongoDB, HTML. How about HTML? It's or Bash. Let's try Bash. So chmod. This is easy. Yeah, the code below seems to work, and output 8 is greater than 5. However, what the unexpected result will tell you it is not functional practice. So variables 8. If 8, then echo this. It will be fine. There will be a file. What? And the comparison will not be able to handle floats when it's better than 100 integers. There will be no. I don't know. So that's if we do cheat, it will be like okay, we don't have time, so let's just go with this one. Okay, time out. What does the command sequence do? I don't know what it is. Its output is at the test here. 1, 2, 3. It creates an empty file. Oh yeah, sorry. It's some notes. Yeah, so it's accept and save in the notes. Yeah. What does the plus signify at the end of 10 digits file permission? The plus. That is the whether it can be executed. Okay, so ll last plus or minus. No. What is sticky bit said and the file will stay in it. I don't think this is right. Show that the file is a security count. I don't think this is right. Show this there's a access control. This shows that there's a extended attribute such as immutable set. So in this one, it's net directories. So maybe this one. It's not access control. Yeah, bash is hard. I don't think I can pass. To run a group of commands without spawning on subshell, which syntax would you use? So this is going to be I don't know. I may blindly choose this. So bash run commands without a spawn subshell. Let's see. Runs this runs in the current. Okay, so the first one. What would you change your bash as per PS1? I think this export PS1, right? It's because actually let me just try. Export PS1 equals to 3. PS1 equals to. Also works. Oh, it's without the slash. Okay, let's just try. Export PS1 equals to HL. Yeah, and we do use the slash. It's going to be slash. Yeah, so it's this one. Just want to make sure. Which statement will print all of the fully qualified CSV file in the home in the home's directory sub? So you use find not this one, home, and well, not displaying any errors. So find dollar name Swift dev now. I would go with 2, but because these have 2, but so macOS is different. Or maybe I didn't really know it. So what statement would you use to print this in console? Shall we play a game? Yes or no? This is very easy to test. So echo. I think backslash can be used printed directly. No. So what about double? No. So what about escape? Excuse me. So interesting. So none of these are correct on macOS. I think question mark can be directly printed, but how do we print this? I think it should probably this one is if we have to choose one of it. I think if we have to choose one, it should be this. Give a directory with these 7 files. What would remain after these these commands? I don't know. I don't know what shop T do. Yeah, and the shop is not this. So what shop T? This building allows you to change additional shell optional behavior. What does this mean? So basically, you delete everything that's not GIF and JPEG. So you would have tar and this, but shop T is enable set. Yeah, I think it's either this or this. No, I don't know. I honestly don't know. What? How can you gather history together for multiple terminals? Dash history multiple shells. So history A, history all, history shared, history combined. S. Combine, share. None of these are correct. I don't know. Give these permissions on data text. Is it possible that user 2 could have read, write, or exec? User 2, no. It's clear that user 2 does not have access. I think it's this one. I don't know if SE Linux could provide permission not visible as permission not visible in this. Yeah, I don't know. This may be right. Hello? Stupid spam. What is wrong with this script? There's nothing wrong with it. The then statement needs to be on the separate line. No. It will fail if the user hits the enter key without entering the pet name. If the value p doesn't match doc, this script will return non-zero. Okay. So let's just do this again. Read the enter at if at doc, then echo ddd fi. Doc ddd, and what if I enter nothing? Yeah, so fail if you enter, so this is a problem. What's the output of this one? F name is John, John is this, echo F name, I think it's John. But yeah, let's just do this to verify this. So F name, John, John is Thomas, echo, oh no, it has this, so I may be wrong here. Let's just verify. Thomas, yeah, I was wrong. So use this F name to get a string John and use a string to as a variable name. I think that's how it works. What will be the output of this script? 3. Better just do this. And this is above my skill level. So Linux DRUAFS x equals to 3 and Linux equals to Linux. I totally don't know what this is. Linux this echo Linux DRUFS, and I'm not going to try to figure out what it is. It's above my level. So which command is being run in the script to check if file T exists? It's being run in this script. If this, then do we have this? This is a command. Dash command check file exists. So what is a command? So what is a command? I don't know. Yeah, I thought I would fail. I thought definitely I would fail because, you know, I'm not a shell expert, but apparently I still did pretty good on this one. So that's interesting. C#. So what kind of things are here? MySQL, Rust, machine learning, C. Let's try C. Let's try C. Which is not correct way to declare a string variable this. I don't think I can do this, right? What is name for calling function inside the same function? It's a recursive call. C uses a call by value method to pass argument. How can you invoke the call by reference method? How can you invoke the call by reference method? So if it's already by value, so by using pointer. Yeah, the others are just not relevant. How many times have the code inside the while loop get executed? So it's S. So 1 and 2 and 4 and 4 and we continue, and 5 25 and do another loop, and 25 26. This is obviously, so it should be 2. I thought it's 2, but why is the minimum is 3? Interesting, I thought it's 2. So S equals to 2, and then X equals to 2 inside it chain to 4, and 4 chain to oh, it's a no, it's a 1. Sorry, so 1 2 4. I think it's 3. I am not sure it's 3 or 5. I may be wrong. I made a stupid mistake the last thing. Why the pointer VPTR is assigned the address of float? What is a value to dereference? We assign it to a variable. So this is a pure in C++ question that failed. So I think it's this. I think it's this. So F is so VPTR we cast it to float, and then make it a filter. Actually, I'm not sure of this one. So because VPTR is a pointer, so it's still a pointer. If it's still a pointer, then we just cast it to another path. So otherwise, it would be a pointer of a pointer. I would choose this one. In which segment does dynamic memory allocate take place? See, I think it's heap. Dynamic memory allocation. I think it's heap. Heap or stack. Yeah, I think it's heap. I don't know what these are. What is not a valid command? So it's an array of string. So you can print this, yes, and you can print this, yes, and you cannot print this because it's going to be a character, it's not a string. By default, the C function are what type of functions? library function, global function, global, system function, static function. By default, they are global, I think. What does the string comparison return? So true 1 if they are the same. If they are the same. False 0. I think this one. If they are not the same. Let's see. strcmp. I think it's Boolean. And in C, Boolean is Boolean is just the type alias of int, so should be this one. No. Return value. Oh, 0 is equal. So 0 is equal. And if 1 is greater than 2, if positive is 1 greater, negative is 1 is lower. Negative number. Yeah, okay, I was stupid. So which function do you use to deallocate? It's free. Let's see deallocate. I forgot. Yeah, it's free. So what about the other? There's a malloc kind of free. Yeah, malloc kind of free. Okay. What does this program display? Have all the letters and for A, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and P plus plus, P plus plus. So it's so it's repeated for 5 times. So A, B, C, D, E change to E, and then plus plus will change it to F. And I think it should be F, but I was wrong, so must be G. So basically it's started with A, and then B, C, D, E, F, and then G once, and not doesn't skip to H because it happens after the print. What is the member access operator of the struct? I think it's dot. A union allows you to store different C union allows data which includes shared memory. So in memory space, different data types allows you to store different types of data. Yeah, this one. I didn't use union a lot. Which is the smallest program to compile and run without errors? I forgot. Yeah, you have to return 0. I think in C you have to return 0. I can look it up, but I don't want to cheat too much. You have written a function that you want to include as a member of struct. A. How is such a struct member defined? You have written a function that you want to include as a member of struct A. So it's a struct. I think this, right? So it's a wide pointer. I don't know if any of these probably they are not valid. It's a function. It should be the pointer here. I think it's this. Let's just see. So yeah, yeah, we we pass this one. I think this will be the last one. I mean, no one is going to like check this anyway. I can just try to practice what Android questions are. So what should you use this with? Large scroll series of elements. I think recyclable. And why do developers often put app initializer code in the application class? It's initiated before, yes. It's created each time. Make it ideal. What? It's instantiated after an permission request. I don't think this is true. But I don't think it's before any other class. If I have to, I would probably try to Google it. But if we have to guess, the application class is created each time a background. I don't think this matters, and it's when a new activity is launched. I don't think this is true. Maybe it's first. Yes, first. Yeah. Do I do Android one? Yeah, maybe let's just do Android one. So to add features, components, and so manifest. Is this still true? So I know this was true 10 years ago, but I don't know now. So back then it was true. Now I don't think it's true anymore. Anyway, give the definition below. How would you get access to test view with ID of test home content layout of a fragment class? I don't really know. Let's just see. So access the so find view by ID is what I use to use, but this doesn't have anything to do with this. So it's probably this. You get the root, and because the fragment, I think this one. So the root is the fragment home. Yeah, this makes sense. What is not the activities? On start, on open. I don't think on open is one. On pause, on resume, on start. I don't think on open is one. Different languages have different rules for grammatical agreement with quantity. To support the following two students in multiple languages in your app, what is the ideal resource definition? So Android plurals. So yeah, plurals. Should be these two, and what the difference is? $1, %1, $D. This is syntax. I should use just chat the string. No, let's just chat the Stack Overflow. Should be item. Yeah, it looks right. So when should you store file in the access when you need access with this resource ID? when you need to access file in a raw form. I think it's a raw form. When you need to access the original file name, Android open raw resource assets. It looks like this one. Because the ID is a resource and not asset, I think. Given the string resource below, which code snippet is valid? Given the string resource below, so this is the plural thing. So get string, and string upload photo notification. What's the difference between these two? This is D, so I think it's in this form. But what are the difference between these two? String. So it's a whether string or ID. Whether string or ID. I think it's ID. I don't have enough time to check, but I think it's ID. I may be wrong. What is another use case for idling resources in your? I haven't used this one. Okay, let me guess. Managing system service, processing user input events, performing bitmap transformation. Probably this one. Loading data from the internet. Yeah, it sounds like it's a delayed loading. And for delayed loading, bitmap transformation it should be fast enough. So I will choose this one, maybe the first one. What is not a type of resource provided on your app? With strings. String array? What is a correct set of a component class is need to implement a recycler view of item that is with a list of widgets. So everyone starts with a linear layout manager and start with the recycler view. The question is, what's the other? So I think you need an adapter and the view holder. This looks right. I think they all have generic. I would go with these two. This one. What is the each statement is true? So C you have too many. I don't think so. B is not vertical constraint. Yes. C is constraint to the parent. Yes. Yes. And B is not horizontally. No, it's wrong. So this should be easy. You need to upgrade to the latest version of Android Gradle. Which file should you apply? Under the root, I think is the settings of Gradle. I think. Gradle version file, image file. build. So it's build. Gradle version. Settings. Yeah. Settings makes more sense. Which statement above fragment is not true? Fragment has its own life cycle, can be added or removed by activity streaming, can be hosted outside of. I don't think this is right. Receive its own input events. I think this is giving an APK named app internal debug APK produced from a build. Which statement is true? So created from debug flavor. And no, debug is not a flavor, so it's internal flavor and a debug build type. Yeah, I think this sounds right. You have built code to make a network call and test it, and it works in your development environment. However, when you publish the Play Store, networking code failed to work. What will not help you troubleshooting? Use a profiler tool to detect anomalies, checking that networking data transferred. Apply to its. I'm not sure about tool. Checking the exception in the server log. Yes. Checking whether ProGuard keep class members have added network data. And the checking that the networking data transfer object has serialized name apply to its member property. If it fails, you cannot. It wouldn't work in the development environment anyway. So I don't think this is right. When would the operating system use the on-trim memory method? So I don't know this on-trim memory. The on-trim to increment the base on-trim memory. So memory pressure, I think. Maybe this one, or maybe this one. On-trim memory. On-trim memory. I don't know. Let's just try. Yeah. So this is something that happens when you have some knowledge but not very good. So we are only in top 30, which is very close. For Android development, I haven't been working for quite some time. So yeah, I think that's it. So what else? Do we have CocoaPods? Git? Up? No. CI? No. I think OPV passed. Oh, OPV didn't pass. How to check the one I passed? So OPV I passed. Why is still shown here? Let me just try to refresh the page and see if the items I passed are still here. Not anymore. Yeah. IT operations. What are these? What part of the network assigns an IP address? DHCP can assign? I think it's the first one. Yeah. And the computer power supply is measured in uh, I think this one. 哦，瓦啊，对，功率是瓦。Do I do this? Yeah, why not? So you notice that the program crashed at a specific time, which tool you can use in Windows to discover the cause at a specific time in BenViewer, because it access access logs. Shows the event of the system. Yeah, I think it's probably going to help. Which statement above a modular power supply is true? It has dedicated power reserved for different computer components. Is it? Its power output can be varied to save electricity. Its cables are detachable. It's built from a class of smaller easily-installed power supplies. I think it's D. Modular power supply. So what is? It's a virtual component that converts AC from output. Supplies allow you to detach and attach cables you need. Okay, so it's actually this one. I haven't used this, so I don't know. What are the long-term and short-term categories of storage? So long-term is the disk RAM. No. Short-term is reversed. Long-term is drive. Is disk. Short-term is memory. It's reversed. This is not true. RAM and ROM obviously not true. So yeah, this is the only. This just reward the order. Probably doesn't matter. Let me just. Okay. So this doesn't seem to be too hard. The computer consistently boot into safe mode. How would you address this issue? Added a registry key. Probably this. Because when it consistently boot into safe mode, probably it's a config thing. I don't think it happens in the registry key. It's part of Windows. This happens before Windows, so I think it's MS config. This is yeah, something I did 30 years ago. So what does this the RAID? So yeah, RAID is whatever RAID. I think it's replicated for internal drives. I think this, but yeah. Oh, redundant. Oh, I was wrong. Yeah, because of course, because its redundancy provides data safety. I was stupid. I was really stupid. SSID. SSID is the this is the Wi-Fi. Isn't the Wi-Fi name? Yeah, it's a Wi-Fi name. So not MAC address. It's older security protocol. I don't know. Service set identifier. Yeah, this is those right. Yeah, service set identifier. Service set ID to identify. Yeah, this service identifier. Yeah, this is the common sense. So fix this main story that has been repaired. Any internal MSD, not removable. Any okay. Fixed disk. Yeah, this is probably the second or the third one. Fixed drive on a large capacity magnetic. So fixed disk is not SSD. Let's see how what people see. You can check it. It's not SSD. Okay, so it's not SSD. So this is a Windows terminology. What must you confirm before performing a processor upgrade? New processor is compatible with current motherboard, of course. New processor same type, not really. The new processor fits in the slot, yes, may not be supported. The new processor is compatible with the operation system. Yeah. Tanya was told to address an issue in the UEFI. How is this access from BIOS? Yes, before the MS config thing. Startup menu. I don't know what this means, but BIOS should be a more accurate term. How many wire pairs? It's a cable. I think it's 8. So 35 cable. How many wires? I think it's 8. Yeah, it's 8. A Bluetooth peripheral is prompted for password. I think it's a keyboard. Well, it's can be anything. Literally, the number is can be anything. Most likely it's keyboard though. You need to reinstall, yeah, the driver thing. You have this subnet. How many usable address will you have for a host? Good question. So it's I think the gateway is reserved, so it's 255. How many IP addresses for a host? Yeah. Okay. So probably this one. What does prevent web traffic from tracking your activity? A little bit, I would say. Encrypt data package, making it difficult. No, that's HTTPS thing. Block all cookies. Yeah, I think this is right. Track by ID, but realistically, it could use something like IP address or. I think this is textbook answer though. Let's just choose this one. While planning a conference at a center in the mountains, you call ahead to ensure that it has broadcast internet activity. What which internet would be an unsuitable choice? The fiber is good, cable is good, dial-up is bad. because it's slow. How does this have to do with mountains? In mountains, I mean, all these are sort of like a cable-based solution. It's not like a satellite or anything. I would choose dial-up. I mean, this is the oldest one, but I honestly don't really know. And I did pretty good about this one because most people will just try to do this and fail if they don't really know some technical terms. But that's interesting. So, okay. So, front-end development, JavaScript, probably I will fail. I will just do these practices. Which method convert JSON to object? I think it's parse. And which method do you use to attach one DOM node to another? I don't know. From the name, judging from name, it's one of these. Yeah, it's I just don't know enough about JavaScript. And about iOS, it doesn't really have a lot of iOS. Yeah. Golang. I use Ruby. I didn't use Rails. AWS, what does it do? I definitely wouldn't do this, but I can try. We need a which, and I think it's this one. And with best practice for horizontally scaling a legacy ASP.NET network application. Let's read as an Active Directory. Blah blah blah. Basically, you want to scale a legacy, create a clone. Yeah, I don't know. This is definitely wrong. Yeah, this is a very specific text skill. I don't know, but I thought this is the wrong one. Yeah, so definitely no, not this one. If it's GitHub Actions, I'll be able to answer. Unity, I don't think I can answer. Label directory control the playback, run multiple functions, record gameplay. I think it's switch between different scenes. I think. Okay, that's wrong. And grid. Generates a grid mesh at a world. I don't know this. Okay, so I could try some of this Java. I don't think I can finish. I can succeed. Python I can try. C#, I don't know. Golang a little bit. HTML, what does this do? I think this one. Difference between div and spine, syntax standard, but you could use spine if you prefer. It's used very generic tag is used well. Spine is used very generic block level. I think this is how it works. Okay, it's wrong. The other way around. So div is block level and span is generic. Yeah, I'm a little bit tired. What's the time? It's already 1.5 hours. Yeah, I will take a break.